Hello friends, today we are going to discuss topic thoughts. Milton has rightly said that the mind in its original place and in itself can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. What a beautiful thought. Having pure and noble thoughts in mind and enjoying inner peace and delight, a man is really in heaven. To have an unbridled mind full of low, groveling desires is virtually to live in hell. So, heaven and hell are as we make it according to the state of our thoughts arising in the mind. The mind is constantly being filled with evil thoughts, for it dances to the tune of the senses as if it were their puppet, controlled by strings, sufferings, great misery. Lust, greed, anger, attachment, and ego lap the mind up, and the man shuns between womb to tomb in the cycle of transmigration. Even though the mind is tempted by vile instincts, if he is a little vigilant, the mind can be overpowered and these foes be subdued. This can be done by practicing Naam bestowed by Sadguru and meditating on his form. Let us see how the mind molds man's thoughts and actions. A man walking down the street begins to smile all of a sudden. Nothing so terrible has happened, yet he is joyous. What then is the cause of his joy? The answer is his own mind. And the person walking down the street becomes red with rage. His eyebrows are raised, eyes spit fire, fist claps tight. It appears that he is outragged with anger. Who is responsible for this condition of his? The answer again is his mind. So we see that it is a mind that bestows joy, and again it is the mind that causes a man to writhe in agony. At times, mind is still, tranquil, and calm, imparting ineffable, inherent bliss, but at other times, the same mind causes anger without any apparent reason, leading to suffering and misery. The mind wants to enjoy and make merry, and at times it takes to crying and bemoaning over its condition. It is the impetuous mind making man dance to its tune. The mind gropes in darkness. It forgets every moment. It changes every second. It is full of impurities, desires, and cravings. It becomes frustrated during anger. It trembles during fear. In shock, it sinks. It contrives strange situations and make man their victim, bringing in its train woes and miseries. Its upward and downward tendencies keep it tied to transient, even sent objects of the world. Its actions, whether good or bad, only result in keeping the soul in the perpetual round of birth and rebirth. So, here is a poetic description of the acrobats of the mind. Just listen with the peace. The mind is like a devil, degrading and leading to evil. It may soar to the sky and heavens or fall to the nether world in seconds. Falls to the nether world in a moment. In a moment, there is a decrease or increment. Sometimes in the city of dwells. Sometimes it runs to the jungles. In a moment, it causes destruction. No, such is the mind's construction. Says Girdhar that this mercurial mind in a moment an ascetic you will find. Thus, everything depends upon the working of the mind. There is no end to our desires and cravings, and we have to return to the world in order to fulfill them. Barely we live through one body before another stands ready for us. We are hardly rid of one fetter when tighter one is fastened to us. Ceaselessly, we are goaded to the invisible angles of death. What suffering do we not go through? What storms and whirlpools do we not face? What lashing of the mighty waves do we not encounter? What tempestuous typhoons and raging gales do we not have to struggle against because of the mind? Yet, mind is a foe and a friend too. If bondage is in the mind, so is freedom. As is the tendency and inclination of the mind, so is its activity. Thank you so much.